Hello bike bodgers. Today we're going to change the bearings on this single speed hub. I noticed yesterday when I took the freewheel off that it was a bit on the clunky side, so I'm going to address that. The bearings are cartridge type bearings and they're here and here, so we need to get them out. So first things first, undo the overlock nuts. That gives me access to here. Got an old 15mm cone spanner which I'm going to put on there, and I shall need a 17mm spanner. Where's my 17 gone? To go on the lock nut. So lock nut comes off. Obviously I've cleaned this up with a bit of WD-40 before I've started, hence I don't have blue hands for this video. My hands aren't really blue and rubber. I'm going to leave that on there because what you're going to see me do now is just give it a tap with the mallet, and out the other side we've popped a bearing. Now I can undo that one and withdraw the axle. So there's the axle with one of the bearings on. Let's take the lock nut off that one. One axle and one knackered old bearing. Bearing in the bin. I still have this other bearing to take out, so I'm just going to put the axle through again, and because I don't like hitting threads directly, I'm just going to put a nut on it and then knock it out from this side. So there we go. There's hub with no bearings. Another bearing in the bin. Here are my new bearings, fresh from the bearing shop. These cost me, paid a bit through the nose for them, to be honest. Paid £4 each, but you can get them on eBay for a lot less. These are 6200s 2RS. The RS means rubber seal. And sure enough, it's going to be the right size. Now, I could just knock that in. I might just give it a little tap to see if it will go in nicely. Just tapping around the outside of the bearing, never on the bit on the middle. And that's actually gone in pretty easy. So I think I might do the same from this side. other clean bearing. This one's not in properly. Got a load of play still in the axle. Can't quite get that in there. So I think what I'll do is I'll find a socket that fits around that and then give it a proper whack with a slightly harder hammer. Bingo. What's that? 22mm. That will sit on there. That didn't go well, did it? I've knocked it out the other side. You can tell I'm not an amateur. I'm not a pro, can't you? I think what I should do is put a nut on each side and a large piece of metal, possibly just this spanner, that will then pull that in, and I'll nip that up. Let's try that. That side's pretty flush, let's just knock it. That, I would say, is in the right place. This one's got some couple of mil to go. So let's nip it up against that. Could use my normal lock nut. That's going to require my 15mm spanner. 15. And I felt that pull in nicely. So that was just a piece of metal I had, and I did that specifically for this job just because I knew I'd probably have to pull them in a bit. Right. And goes that collar. Just finger tight up to the bearing. That is as smooth as anything. Beautiful. And the lock nut for the collar. And the same for the other side. This is knurled on one side where it goes against the bike frame. God, that really is good. Right. Let's tighten the lock nut up against the collar. Same on that side. Lovely and smooth that now. And that's now waiting for me to put the freewheel on. Before I put the freewheel on, I'm going to use some anti-seize copper slip. This is quite good stuff. It doesn't go all over the shop. It's like a sort of a lip salve thing. So, which side shall I have it? I'll have it on this side. I'm just going to put some copper slip all around where the freewheel goes, because even when you do this, it's still bloody hard to remove, as you've probably seen in another video. There we go. That'll do. Shiny new freewheel. Beautiful. That'll tighten on properly when it's ridden. We'll have the chain tug on from the start A. And that is ready to go on the bike and can be ridden straight away.